quite often I get asked what has been the most memorable match that we've held at Seddon Park, and it was back in 2007. It was the 20th of February.
Yeah.
We had lost international cricket from the venue. Our first game back was against Sri Lanka earlier than this date. The toss was had, which means the game's official. It rained straight after the toss. We put the covers on and the covers never come off, so no ball was bowled. So back into international cricket was a washout.
Yeah.
It's not a great start. The Aussies played New Zealand in a Chapel Hadley game, first game in Wellington, and New Zealand smoked them, which was kind of unheard of.
Yeah.
This is in 2007. So then the second game was Eden Park, and New Zealand scored, 330 Australia scored 330 and New Zealand chased it down. Back then, that was a massive score. It was unheard of. I'm feeling the pressure because they're coming to us next after this record score at Eden Park. Beautiful day, 10,000 people in the house. It was hot. It was chocker with people. Australia scored 346.
Yeah.
Matthew Hayden got 185 not out with a broken toe. And so that's a mammoth score, right?
Yeah.
Crowd going wild, lots of sixes. New Zealand come out to bat a 41 for 4 after 10 overs. In a world of trouble.
Yeah.
People left the ground and went home because they thought it's all over. Craig McMillan got a century. Brendan McCullum got 80 odd. Peter Fulton got 50. A guy called Michael Gillespie, who was a bowler. He French cut Sean Tate for about 3 or 4 fours, and steam was coming out Tate's ears. But anyway, New Zealand won the game. Brendan McCullum hit a 6 in the last over, 350. Massive result. I get a phone call from Scott Styris after the game. KJ, bring your boys over to the shed. Bring some beers. We're going to have a party. And they had a bit of a rule with no woman in the shed. It's the boys' space, and I respected that. And I would never go in there unless I was invited. I've got Rach with me. We've only just met. So anyway, we'll be charged over there with all my staff. Knock on the door. Brendan McCullum comes to the door. G'day, KJ, get your boys in. So send all the boys in. Then I've gone, hey, Paz, I've got Rach with me. He's gone, oh, shit. Hey, Flem. Stephen Flem is the captain. Can KJ bring Rach in? Yeah, shit, get her in here. So Rach is the only woman in there. There's cigars, there's champagne, the boys are in their undies. It's one of those opportunities that I don't think money could buy. It was something that I'll never forget. So that was that's a memorable match that I've had in the time I've been there.
I just wanted to know, what's been the biggest blowouts or the craziest mismatches you might have seen?
We actually had a game. It was a 50-over game. It was New Zealand playing India. This isn't that long ago. Trent Boult was playing, and it was a 2:00 start. So I know because the corporate hospitality goes for so long, and that's obviously a lot of packages with food and booze and that. And it was really hot, really overhead conditions were great for swing bowling. Trent Boult ripped through the Indians I think they bowled him out for 90 or something like that.
Yeah.
And the game was over before we even turned the lights on. So all those people who had brought corporate packages, they were thinking they're going to have a day and night of having a great time, but they had a day. Yeah, they had an afternoon. So that was Trent Boult. Just the ball swung and he took wickets and the game was over. We didn't turn the lights on.
Wow.
A day-night game.
Yeah.
So that's probably
what's led to this. Either the highest ever scores or the lowest ever scores seem to come more regularly than they used to, considering cricket's a very old game, and even anything other than 2020. But one day has been around 50 years. None of this is new.
I think the introduction of T20 cricket has really changed the way that we play our cricket.
Yeah.
Everything's so quick now. And test matches, wasn't that long ago, there was never a 6 hit in a test match. Now you see a lot of 6s in test match cricket. So I think the fact that players are going to play shots that they would never play in a test match. So, I think that's where the difference is. It's very rare do you see a test match go 5 days because the game's played at such a rapid pace. The MCG test match was over in 2 days.
Yeah.
So I think that's I guess that's the the negative side of T20 cricket has come at a cost to our 5-day game, the way we play.
And is that because the players are prepared to risk more to score quicker?
Yep,
And
I
then
think
they
so.
just,
Yep.
yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, you don't see a player, bat all day and score, 45 runs, right? They're
No.
going to get 45 runs off 10 overs,
Yeah.
So that's kind of the difference.
Yeah.